NBA on 2K Sports. So, Richard, one of the focuses of tonight's game was strength in the front court.
Yeah, these teams lean on their bigs heavily. Skill and size, it is always a tough combination, and that is no doubt.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Strus. 6 to shoot. Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
And rising with such ease, Markkanen likes to get up top to bring it down.
Fires away from outside. Giannis with it. Now defended by Powell. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Here's Giannis. Picked by Markkanen. And here's Strus for 3. Giannis on the follow.
Yeah, boy, the length of Giannis to get to the miss, and then the offensive ability to do damage afterward.
And the basket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Pass to Strus. 6 on the shot clock. Smart on the wing. The tray. Now Strus. Markkanen down low. And the layup's good off the glass.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
And here's Halliburton. Powell outside. Williams a screen. It's Powell with the drive. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Strus. And here's Giannis. Back to Strus. Here's Giannis. Şengün with the rebound. Greg, you're looking out for Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Now here's Williams. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And a wide open look for Halliburton. A three-pointer is right on target.
You watch Halliburton shoot. The release is a little low, but it's quick and it's depth.
Pass to Strus. Back to Antetokounmpo. Over Williams. Giannis no good. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Jordan misses. Over to the left wing. Outside for Halliburton. To the inside. Şengün with the bucket.
That is where Şengün is best, around the hoop with great touch.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Markkanen. Lock at 6. Pass to Struess. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. It's a 5-point game. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Over in the corner, Williams.
Ball is turned over. Away team ball.
.104 left in the first. Pass to Struess. Down low. Shoots it up. Hits the jumper in space.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
Foul outside. Şengün with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. Inside. Markkanen. Can't hit from in close. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the rejection by Giannis. Pass to Smart. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
The ball goes to the away team.
What's up? And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the technical free throw is good.
Look, Marcus Smart is the pulse of the team. He plays with passion and does whatever his team needs from him.
On the wing, Giannis. Here's Markkanen. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. They lead by a bucket.
The visiting team, 9.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Count the basket.
I don't know that anyone covers as much ground in 1 or 2 strides as Giannis.
Foul outside. Screen by Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Hey, look, sometimes you just gotta let the big man work. Şengün doing it in style.
Richard, we know that anytime Alperen Şengün steps on the floor, he's a triple-double threat.
Yeah, he's one of the tallest players to ever have multiple triple-doubles. Şengün is such a great passer, it adds another dimension to their offense.
An unpredictable guard. Halliburton has a great feel for when to score and when to pass.
Pass to Struess. Here's Giannis. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. No good from outside.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Now Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And how about the raw athleticism of Edgecombe? He gets to the rim with ease.
Up top, Struess. It's good from the top of the key.
Assist from Giannis.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Now Halliburton. In the corner, Şengün with it. Powell outside. And it's Struess with the rebound. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Pass to Strus. Misses the three. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Jovic gets it to go. Jovic has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
Here's Şengün. And it's off from three-point range. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back over to you.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Pass to Strus. Over Şengün. Strus's shot is good.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Halliburton for three. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
We've seen him shoot at 40% from deep for a season, so Halliburton accurate from three-point land.
Giannis right side. Pass to Strus. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Now here's Powell. Defended by Dort. There's 1:26 left in the first half.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Automatic.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Pass to Şengün. Looking to get it going. And Şengün throws it down.
Very few young players see the floor as well as Halliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
Back to Giannis. Shot clock at 6. And here's Strus for 3. His fifth miss. Now 2 for 7 from the floor. To the middle. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Halliburton. Second shot opportunity. Baseline jumper. Şengün, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Strus launches it from deep. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They're up by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Halliburton with it. Powell outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Smart. He takes it in.
Assisted by
Yeah, that just energizes your entire team. Smart is one of those players that just gives you a jolt with his energy.
Powell outside. And it's Strus with the rebound.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
And there's the call on Mark Williams. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Outside, Smart. Pass to Strus. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Strus has got 7 points.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Stolen by Markkanen. And here they come. Here's Dort. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pass to Şengün. Outside Williams. Markkanen pulls it in.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Halliburton looking around. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Now, here is Halliburton. He has 6. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Edgecombe.
You can run some offense through Şengün because he has a high basketball IQ.
Here's Smart. Pass to Strus. And a miss there on the triple.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3. Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Pass to Strus. Off target with his 3.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Halliburton outside. Here's Jovic. Back to Halliburton. Here's Şengün. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Outside, Dort. Back to Antetokounmpo. Halliburton with the steal. Here's Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Just 2 to shoot. Well, wide open shot from Strus. Good on the 3-point shot. Strus has got 6 in the quarter.
Every team in the league, all 30, would love to have a player like Marcus Smart. He's always looking to set up his teammates and play lockdown defense.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Strus's shot is good.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Here's Halliburton. Pass to Şengün. Here's Jovic. Driving inside. Now Edgecombe. Outside for Halliburton. Here's Jovic. Out left to the wing. Another shot. Out to the wing. Şengün inside. He's got 8. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First team foul.
It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
At the line for
This
2.
is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw, no good.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. He hits the second from the line.
He got the big one to tie it up, but really wanted to put them in front.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Outside, Walker. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis says, get off me!
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Here's Halliburton. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Milwaukee. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Outside, Walker. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw earlier on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
The third quarter comes to a close.
38.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Great work as always, Hallie. Thank you. And it's Strus, top of the key. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
Back to Şengün. Out to the right wing. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
In the corner, Şengün with it.
And not shooting it as well as they had hoped in this half. And unless they start finding better shots, cutting into that lead is going to be very difficult.
Giannis with it. Picked up by Edgecombe. Strus's shot is good.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Smart, wide open, he fires. And the three off target.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Pass to Şengün. It's stolen by Kumbo. And here is Dort. He's covered by Halliburton. With the step back. Now, here's Strus. And here's Walker. Kicks it out to Giannis. No good on the three. Halliburton drives in. Halliburton converts inside.
An effortless finish from Halliburton. The defense has to be more aware down low.
Pass to Strus. And stolen by Şengün. Out to Powell. Back to Şengün. And it's Halliburton penetrating. And Halliburton slams it in.
And I'll give this to Halliburton. He's been in attack mode all night.
And the double up on Kumbo. Now Strus. Now Dort. Shoots it. Connects on the chain.
As strong as they looked in that first half, their defense hasn't been the same here in the second. They just look slow, not very sharp.
Halliburton with it. Now guarded by Smart. Now Şengün. Let's lose a three.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Here's Strus. Now onto Kumbo. Now Strus. Clean from outside.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And there's the three.
Making use of the corner pocket, Halliburton, such an elite-level offensive play.
1:43 left to play here in the fourth. Onto Kumbo outside. And the double up onto Kumbo. Knocks down the three.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Şengün fires. Misses the three.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Onto Kumbo up top. Puts one up from 19. Yep, that's going to go in.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Giannis is double. All sorts of time. And he trains the J.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moment. They put this game away in style.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
And here's Giannis. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks.